Hello everyone, welcome back to the channel, and I'm Dave from the Comply Guide. Compliance roles are in high demand, but the interviews can be tough because employers want to know not just what you know, but how you think. If you're preparing for a compliance job interview, like for a compliance officer or a compliance manager job, then this video is for you. It doesn't matter which organization you have your interview with, please do watch this video from the beginning to the end. I promise you this video will help you enormously to boost your performance in the interview. Today, I'll walk you through 10 of the most common compliance interview questions with top scoring answers and tips to stand out. Now, before we get started, make sure to stay until the end because I'll also share a bonus tip that most candidates miss, but hiring managers love to see. Let's get into the most common compliance interview questions and answers. So the first question is, what does compliance mean to you? This is usually one of the very first questions. In your answer, you could define compliance simply and show you understand its both rules and culture. My suggested answer would be, compliance means ensuring that an organization follows laws, regulations, and its own internal policies. But for me, it's more than checking boxes. It's about building a culture of integrity and accountability. A good compliance program helps protect the company's reputation, prevents risks, and builds trust with employees and customers. Question number 2. Why do you want to work in compliance? Here, they're testing your motivation. My answer to this, I enjoy problem solving and ensuring fairness. My natural skills and qualities are a good match for this position. I'll be focused on my responsibilities as a compliance manager or officer to create and maintain a culture within the organization that accepts compliance and regular audits as standard. Compliance allows me to combine my attention to detail with my passion for ethical business practices. I find it rewarding to create systems that protect both the company and its people. Moving on to the next question, how do you stay updated with regulatory changes? This one shows whether you're proactive. My suggested answer would be, I stay current by subscribing to regulatory updates, following key government and industry websites, attending webinars, and networking in compliance forums. In my last role, I also set up a monthly compliance newsletter to share updates with colleagues. Now, the Comply Guide also provides webinars on compliance and regulatory updates. So do visit our website to find webinar topics that are relevant to your industry. Next up is the question, can you describe a time you identified a compliance risk? Always answer with STAR, that is, situation, task, action, result. My answer would be, in my previous role, I noticed employees were storing sensitive data on personal devices. I documented the risk, presented it to leadership, and worked with IT to roll out secure cloud storage. We also trained staff on safe practices. This reduced the risk of data leaks and improved our audit rating the following quarter. Now, question number 5. How would you handle an employee who refuses to follow compliance policies? My suggested answer is I'd first have a private discussion to understand why they aren't complying. Sometimes it's a lack of awareness. I'd explain the importance of the policy and its consequences. If the behavior continued, I'd escalate it through the proper channels, but I always focus on education first and enforcement second. Before moving on, if you find these questions and answers informative, please hit that like button so that we can continue creating these kind of videos for you. What tools or systems have you used for compliance monitoring? My answer to this, I've worked with software platforms from Navex and MetroStream, but I'm also skilled with Excel dashboards for tracking. I set up automated alerts and reporting to catch issues early. I believe the key is not just using tools, but making the data actionable. Next is question number 7. How do you approach training employees on compliance? Suggested answer is I believe compliance training should be practical and engaging. I avoid legal jargon and instead use real-life scenarios. In one role, I designed interactive quizzes that boosted training completion rates by 40%. When employees see how compliance affects them directly, they take it seriously. So, number 8, how do you balance business goals with compliance requirements? My answer, I see compliance as a business enabler, not a blocker. I collaborate with teams to understand their goals, then find ways to meet those goals while staying within regulations. For example, when marketing wanted to launch a campaign that involved customer data, I worked with them to design a compliant consent process so the campaign could run successfully without risk. The next one is, how do you handle pressure when there's a regulatory deadline? The best answer would be, I prioritize tasks, create a clear action plan, and communicate deadlines with the team. I stay calm under pressure by breaking the work into smaller steps. For instance, during a GDPR audit, I coordinated cross-departmental efforts and we completed all requirements ahead of schedule. This is going to be the last question in this video, but don't go away. I'll share a bonus tip in the end that you don't want to miss. Question number 10. Where do you see the role of compliance heading in the future? My suggested answer, I see compliance becoming more data-driven and tech-enabled. Automation and AI will play a big role in monitoring, but human judgment will always be essential. I'm excited about being part of that evolution, helping organizations stay ethical while also being efficient. Now, here's the bonus tip. At the end of your interview, when they ask, do you have any questions for us? Don't say no. Instead, ask something like, how does your company build a culture of compliance beyond just policies? This shows you're not just looking for a job. You care about the bigger picture. And that's it. These 10 questions will give you a strong foundation for your compliance interview. If you found this video helpful, don't forget to like, subscribe, and share it with someone who's also preparing for interviews. Drop your questions in the comments. I'd love to help you out. Thanks for watching, and good luck with your interview.